So you don't actually need to do anything differently right now, and there's this sense of like pressure or even feeling like you don't deserve certain things that have recently come in for you, okay? But, like whatever routines that you have established already, you just have to be consistent in them. There's nothing that you need to change. Like, I think that there's this sense of you feeling like, oh, if I maybe to speed up the process, I could always be better. I could always do more. But like, no, you would actually burn out in some way if you did that. You're just meant to be consistent. Like, the name of the game right now is stabilization, okay? So it could be like, you know, so there's a sense of like you could be in a new relationship, okay? And you could feel like you need to keep doing more and keep like showing them why you're like worthy of being in a relationship with, or if you're like, oh, I need to like go to the gym more often, and this is like if you're going to the gym at all, because I think that it's healthy for everybody to go at least a little bit, but you know what I mean. It's this sense of you feeling like you need to increase something in some way in order to maintain something, but that's not the case. It could also, like, going back to the gym thing, say you have like been maintaining a certain routine and you're like, oh, I'm not seeing progress fast enough, I need to do more. No, 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 just keep doing what you're doing, okay? Again, focus on stability instead of, you know what I mean, like the progress is happening passively, like it's already happening, um but you need to get to a place where you feel safe, and especially if you're somebody who's been in survival mode for a long time, and like you were you I wouldn't say you were stuck, but you had to be in the state of mind of like always like strategizing of like, oh, how can I improve this situation, how can I improve this situation, blah blah blah, how can I get more in alignment with what I know is meant for me. But there's a sense of like, if you just keep doing what you're doing, everything that you desire to unfold is already going to happen because it's like already yours. Um, and like you can affirm that, but it's sort of already a done deal. You know what I mean? It's giving the sense of like you feel like, say you're in a relationship with somebody and it's like new and fresh or whatever, and you feel like you need to do like, oh, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z to show them that I'm marriage material or whatever. You know what I mean? But the thing is that like, I'm getting that this person wouldn't even be in a relationship with you in the first place if they didn't think that you were marriage material. So you kind of just have to keep doing what you've been doing already, even like the natural ups and downs, um and that, you know what I mean, like that, if that's what your desire is to have a family with this person and to have like a spouse and a child or whatever, that's already like unfolding, like it's already done. You kind of just need to like maintain what you've been doing already, okay? And same with like, if you've been, you know uh seeing some forward momentum in like regards to your passions, or you know your desired career or something, um and maybe it's not going fast enough for you, but you're still making progress, right? There's a sense of like, no, you don't need to do more, you don't need to do anything over the top or super extra, right? Like obviously like if you feel some like authentic pull towards doing a little more here or there, or like, oh, I think this would be cool, right? But nothing that's going to stress you out. Like, this is not a time for doing too much, because it's not necessary, it's unnecessary. You kind of just need to get into a place where the new things that have come into your life and like the new routines and everything, they become your new normal and your new baseline, right? And that takes time, right? I'm getting some of you, it's like you finally entered your dream career, or your you have your dream person or whatever, and you're still like releasing that mindset of like, oh, this can be taken from me at any second, because it's not going to be taken from you at any second. It's going to just continue to build upon itself, but you are sort of like, oh, well, what can I do? What do I need to do for it to keep building? Like nothing. You just have to like, you don't have to do anything extra. Just keep doing what you have been doing, you know. I'm getting for some of you, if like you are focusing on like your glow up or like your appearance or something like that, um like it's fine to experiment with like new things, um like, oh, a different makeup style or like a different like clothing style or whatever. But there's a difference between doing those things because it seems fun, you know versus you feeling like you have to do it or else. You know what I mean? Like, say if you're getting into drawing, or you're getting serious about some sort of like art form, or even like posting content, and things are progressing fine, maybe like, again, slower than you want them to, but you may think like, oh, if I want to be successful in this, and I need to spend like thousands of dollars on like equipment or whatever, I need to do it now because I have these goals I want to reach before the end of the year, blah blah blah. Like, no, you don't need to do that. Like, obviously, if you have the means to, and it like makes sense for you to do those things, and but it's giving that like any extra over the top effort that you put forward now is not going to make or break any situation that is like aligning for you, right? So honestly, it's giving even like, this could be whatever, I'm just going to say it. But say like some of you guys are in a new connection or whatever, and like uh you know I'm going to say, like, for the masculines, maybe you actually are super into somebody and you are taking it very seriously, but you just like didn't acknowledge Valentine's Day this year or something. And it's because maybe you like recently got like, you got out of a relationship that you were in for however long, and that person made like, I don't know, it's almost giving that you would like have panic attacks because of how much pressure the person you were with put on you to make like Valentine's Day a perfect. So it's like, it's not that you didn't care. It's almost giving that you have trauma around that day. And it's like, you know what I mean? And it's something to where like, you could have even just waited a couple days and then you went all out and did something similar. Or you could even be the type of person who tries to make every day feel special for the person that you're with. And then, you know what I mean? That's just kind of the energy, is that like, you don't need to make a big hoorah out of like, it's almost like you're focused more, or you should be focused more on just like every day being sort of like consistent, as opposed to there being a waxing and waning of energy of like, you know you do so much on certain days to the point where you just lack the energy to do as much on other days. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain, but like, that it's giving the like, you need to be cementing yourself into some sort of like new normal that you could technically maintain for the rest of your life. um right? So no, you don't need to, if you like, again, I keep getting like someone feeling like, oh, I'm with this person who's a 10 out of 10, that means I need to start losing sleep to hustle and do this and that, and this and that, and this and that. Like, no, it's better for you to just consistently work towards your goals, instead of like doing something that's going to burn you out. I don't know, because there is no rush and you're not running out of time. And um you're still going to reach the desired outcome regardless. Obviously, if it is a relationship situation and you do have like trauma around like feeling forced to be obligated to like go all out on certain days, then you may need to have some like open communication with that. And I know that could be complicated because people can think you're making an excuse, but it's to the point where like, if someone cares about you enough, then they would understand if you like, I'm getting that there's a lot of like unions coming together where conventional advice would probably push the two of you apart. Like, there's a lot of things like, oh, this person is moving very slow with me, that means they're not into me as much. Like, no, actually they're moving slow because they're being intentional and they want you guys to like actually get to know one another on a deep level. And then you can be like, oh, this person isn't acknowledging these national holidays, and like, oh, well, maybe that person has a like a philosophy of like, people use those dates as an excuse to be like neglectful on the other days of the year, and they would rather just every day be filled with like love and romance to the same extent, to where they don't have to overcompensate one day a year. You know what I mean? So be careful about mistaking extremely bright green flags as red ones, just because society at large is unfamiliar with the concept of like healthy dynamics. And if that wasn't the case, then the divorce rate wouldn't be so high. Okay? But yeah, so you don't have to do anything extra. Everything's working out for you, and so you kind of just need to like chill and relax as much as you possibly can.